AITA for refusing to babysit my grandchild due to her not being my biological grandkid. I was told to come here. My son was married to Emma. They got married and had a kid. Apparently he had doubts about if he was the father and got a DNA test. He was not, but has been in the kid's life for 4 years, and his name is on the birth certificate, so he is legally responsible and he still loves the kid. Now my issue is that before they divorced I was never allowed near the grandkid. I asked to babysit, but they both cited that my home was unsafe and they do not trust me with a baby. Even if I raised 4 kids, they wouldn't even bring the kid to family events like Christmas. They did this with all of his siblings. I know I am more country than them, but it hurt a lot. My other kids' relationship with him is strained because they believe he is looking down on them after he got a city job. Now after the divorce he has the kid almost 50% of the time and he keeps asking me to babysit. I told him straight up that I will not babysit the kid since she not my grandkid, and you made it clear I wasn't good enough to babysit when you thought she was your kid. Huge argument, and he thinks I am awful. I just think he wants someone to parent due to not being able to rely on his ex-wife anymore. The reason he claimed my house was unsafe was the horses. This is in 2 other comments. Nothing about my house has changed. Everything is locked if it is dangerous. I've watched my other grandkid and there has been 0 issues. NTA. He can't just burn bridges and wonder why he can't cross them. NTA. It's not about the DNA, it's about snubbing you before. NTA. This has more to do with his behavior towards you when he was married than the kid not being your biological grandkid. But now that he suddenly needs help, grandma is suddenly safe and fine, he probably expects free babysitting. I suspect the kid being kept away from your family was more the ex's doing than your son's. I'd like to hear her reasons why she would withhold him, not just from grandma, but most of the family. If you are going to babysit, do it for market rate. Overall NTA. I do think your reasoning for saying no should have only been about how they didn't trust you before. So why trust you now? NTA. The reason you are not this kid grandparent isn't because of a DNA test. It is because son and son's ex didn't allow you to be. Son has no right to ask you anything regarding his kid. Info. Why did your son feel that you and your family were unsafe for the child to be around? And what has changed that has made you safer, in his view? Such as he believes you can now watch the child? NTA. You weren't allowed to babysit then, so why should you now? Info. Why did they say your home was unsafe and why did they not trust you? I smell missing reasons. NTA. Due only in fact to the way they both treated you before. If your house wasn't safe they could have asked for help in ensuring a safe space. They both kept you from this child regardless of DNA. You were never allowed to develop a relationship or bond with the child. There's nothing connecting you to the child at all. I can understand that if it was your biological grandchild, there would be an instinct to take advantage of your son's sudden urge to exploit you, but this isn't your grandkid in any way, so you don't feel inclined. That's fine. NTA. NTA. That was a poor treatment. What goes around comes around. NTA. You are right. He just wants you to parent his kid now that he is divorced. He burned the bridges. NTA. What goes around comes around. You weren't good enough to babysit then, so why now? They made the rules, they can live with them. NTA. He burned all bridges to the kid and now expects free childcare. The audacity. NTA. He alienated his entire family and now wants help now that the marriage ended in disaster. For a child that has no blood relation to you. Yeah, he made his bed, now he has to lie in it. In this situation you can be ta and sleep fine. He has been ta to you for years and can live in the mess he's made. Drop the "because they're not my grandkid" reasoning and calling them the kid, and your NTA. This is your grandchild. Your own kid being an asshole has nothing to do with that. If you'd refused because you weren't up to their standards before, you would not be the but refusing because you're not biologically related to your son's child is BS. Would you refuse to babysit a child he adopted? He of course is also an AH for the way he behaved while he was still married. And for expecting you to just accept him backtracking on that for convenience. I suspect your behavior is due to hurt feelings more than anything else. I recommend you suck it up and build a relationship with your grandchild. Don't punish the child because her parents are jerks. She will need loving adults in her life and you can be one of them. So be the bigger person here. NTA. Maybe you could have your son clean the stables and earn some pocket money to hire a babysitter. NTA only because of the way he treated you. I don't think you're refusing simply because she's not blood related. I think it's because of how you were treated.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. AmITheAsshole is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.